Okay, I'm finally back to making videos. It's Christmas break and I got some free time, and my older videos I put up a couple months ago have gotten some views and some comments, and people have requested more, and I haven't had any ideas on what to make, but someone recently asked me to do some custom work for them, so I thought I could make a video showing what the pieces look like before, and then I'll make a part 2 to show you what they look like after I'm done doing the work on them. Let's get right to the razors. This one here on the left, I think he got this in a kit. This is kind of a less expensive option if you want to get a decent German blade. I'll open it up and take a look. It's not a bad blade. It's nice and clean. Just has some scratches on it. I think I might try to tone down those scratches a little bit, and I'm going to hone it up for them. And also it has these flimsy plastic handles. I actually had one kind of like this, and they do the job, but they're just not much fun, I guess. So for this one I'm going to replace those with this green textured G10 that I have. I don't know how well the color is showing up, but it's supposed to be olive green, and it's super grippy. Really great knife handle material too. I made knife handles out of this before, as well as another straight razor handle. And then for the spacer on that one, I'm going to use this Desert Tan G10. Same texture as on the green stuff. So that's this razor. And then there's a vintage one here that he wanted me to do some work on. So let's take a look at that. Not bad for one hand. Okay. This is, well, first of all, this box, I'm pretty much 100% sure that it doesn't go with the razor, which you will find all the time. It's really hard to find a razor with the original box. So when you find that, hold on to it. But anyways, this is a blade made by Germania Cutlery Works. Come on, focus. And these were made between 1896 and 1938. Actually, I looked it up in my straight razor collector guide, and there it is in the middle of the page there, and the base value is $16. So I did like the collector appraisal calculation stuff, and I guess the collector value for this would be appraised at about $60. It doesn't mean if you put it on eBay that someone would buy it for that much, but that's just the value that the book gives. These scales are celluloid. I checked that with the hot needle test, and that they melted right up. When I take these off to make new scales for this razor, I guess he doesn't like the bamboo, and they're kind of old and dirty, but I think they're cool, so I asked him if I could keep them. So when I go to take these off, I'm going to be really careful, try to keep them intact. I might save them for something. And the blade itself is pretty healthy. The cutting edge doesn't have any chips or anything. There's a decent amount of hone wear up at the top there on the spine on both sides. I'm going to try to smooth that out a little bit, and then there's just a little bit of rust that I'll try to get rid of. And then when I replace the handles for this one, I'm going to make that out of Bacote, and I just picked up this strip. It's an 1/8 inch thick of Bacote. That's really handy because I don't have a table saw, and I just sold my bandsaw, so I don't have a way to rip nice thin pieces like this. So I'm just gonna trace out the shape that I want for the handle, and then hacksaw it, and then I'll get the rough shape on the belt sander, and then I'll smooth it out for the final shape just with some sandpaper in my hands. It's that easy. If you want to see videos, great tutorials on doing that, you should check out the YouTube channel by a straight razor guy named Charlie Lewis. He has excellent tutorials and a really awesome workshop, and doesn't just show you how to make handles, but shows you how he hones and how he grinds blades, forges them, how he builds all these custom tools and stuff for his workshop. Is really cool. I highly recommend that channel page. And then when I'm done with when I make these handles, I'm going to not do traditional pins. I'm actually going to do micro hardware, which you can learn more about at straightrazorplace.com. They have a Wikipedia page about that, and it's really cool because the screws and stuff are so tiny that they almost look like pins, but you can take them apart and adjust them and stuff, and that being able to do that helps prevent getting rust in there and stuff, because you can take the whole thing apart and clean it and everything. And some people like loose or tighter at the pivot, so you can adjust that. So when I'm all done, I'll show you that too. So stay tuned for part 2. Bye.